want to talk a moment about storm-proofing your soul. Storm-proofing your soul. The entire country almost is under a winter storm watch or a winter storm warning. Channel 11, Channel 2, Channel 13, Channel 9, Channel 26, the Weather Channel, CNN, almost all news sources are giving the nation warnings about a storm, a winter storm. My mother used to say that she believed that there was a cahoots between the weather people and Walmart and H-E-B and the stores because everybody's making money. You can't find bread, you can't find milk, there's no water on the shelves, all the wieners are gone, all the chicken is missing because everybody is storm-proofing as if it's going to last until June. People are stocked up. Toilet paper, you can't find anything in the stores because people are storm-proofing. We're even being warned to protect our pipes, to protect our pets, to protect our plants. But have you protected your soul? Have you storm-proofed your soul so that when the storm comes, can you handle it? Walk with me around the text. Jesus has been teaching in this certain place. He's talked about putting a lamp under a bushel. Men don't put lamps under bushels, but they put it on a lampstand that it might give light to all who are in the house. He talked to them about a mustard seed. If you have faith, the size of a mustard seed, you can say the mountains in your life be removed, and Jesus said they will vanish out of your sight. He has been teaching all day long, and his disciples have been with him, and now Jesus is tired. And he says to his disciples, let's get in this boat and go over to the other side. All of us who have been to school for some measure of time knows that after every teaching, there comes a time of testing. I got a book the other day called Miracle Children. It's about this school in Louisiana where this man and his wife had organized this school, and they had YouTube videos and Facebook posts of students getting letters from Harvard and Yale and Princeton and around the country, and people were moving to Louisiana to join with this family in this school. And the New York Times revealed that it was just a hoax. They had falsified records. They had falsified documents. ACT scores were falsified, and essays were falsified, and transcripts were falsified. But in this test, you can't falsify your transcript. You can't fake your grade. You can't let anybody else take this test for you, because when this storm comes, it's individual, and everybody has got to take the test for him or herself. After every teaching, there is a testing. I didn't see this until I was watching the news report and watching them talking about the storm and what's going to come after and the roads icing over and everything. Jesus said, let's go over to the other side. Let's go over to the other side. Jesus says, you seem to be able to handle life on this side, but let's go over to the other side. Because on one side is health, on the other side is sickness. On this side is a job, on this side is unemployment. On this side is life, on this side is death. On this side it's a honeymoon, on this side it's a divorce. I know you can handle it on this side, but let's go over to the other side, because your faith is not real faith until you can handle the other side. Many of us can give God praise when we got a raise. Many of us can thank God when we have job security, but when a layoff comes, can you shout on the other side? When the doctor says, I've done all I can do, can you shout on the other side? When there's no more to give, do you still give God glory on the other side? Let's go over, Jesus said, to the other side. And midway the voyage, and that's usually the way life is, halfway to where they were going, a storm comes up. My brothers and sisters, what I want you to see today is that the storm is not necessarily outside them. That's not the storm Jesus is trying to get them to handle. And the reason why I know Jesus is not concerned about that storm that's going on in the sea is because he's sleeping. Somebody ought to help me preach it. Jesus is not upset about wind and waves and water tossing, because while the storm is raging, he's sleeping. Jesus is on a pillow in the stern of the boat sleeping, while the disciples are about to lose their minds because the storm is raging. The storm is raging, Jesus is sleeping. Jesus is sleeping while the storm is raging. The storm is raging, Jesus is sleeping. Jesus is sleeping while the storm is raging. And the reason why he's not concerned about the storm is because he created it. And if he created it, he can control it. And if he can control it, he sure enough can calm it. He's sleeping. The storm is raging. And the disciples have tried all they know how to keep their little boat afloat. And somebody ought to help me testify that there are times in life when you're doing all you can to keep your family together, doing all you can to get your children back on the right track, doing all you can to hold it together. You are laughing to keep from crying. You are smiling, but on the inside there's a storm going on, because all of us this day are in a storm syndrome. By that I mean you are either just coming out of a storm, you're headed towards a storm, or you are in a storm right now. But Jesus is not that much concerned about the storm outside them, because he's sleeping. So this storm happens to them, and Jesus said, let's go over to the other side. He had to know there was going to be a storm. And so Jesus wants them to go to the other side because he wants to test their faith to see whether or not they learned the lessons. Because you can't tell if the students have grasped the subject matter until they pass the test. You can't tell how strong your faith is when the sun is shining. The test of your faith is how do you act when the storm comes. You can't test the worthiness of a ship when it's in dry dock. You test the worthiness of a vessel when it's in the middle of the ocean. You test your faith to see how you make it, how you act, how you respond. Do you really shout on the other side? Here it is. The storm is not outside them. The storm is in their face. This storm is real. And listen, as Christians, we need to quit denying reality. We need to quit talking about, I know it's going on, but I'm not going to claim it. And I know this is happening, but I'm not going to put it in the atmosphere. You can put it in the atmosphere or not put it in the atmosphere. It's still going on. If you have cancer, stop talking about, I'm not going to put that in the atmosphere. You got cancer. That's in your face. You have to face that. There are some things you face that you can't change, but you'll never change it until you face it. You cannot deny that the storm is raging. There is a storm that's coming towards us. A winter blast is coming towards us. And if you don't want to put it in the atmosphere, just don't have any heat at your house. If you don't want it in the atmosphere, just don't cover your pipes. If you don't want it in the atmosphere, leave your dog outside. If you don't want it in the atmosphere, just go to bed. Don't get no groceries. Don't turn the fire on. We'll find you stiff as a board because you didn't put it in the atmosphere. You have to face the fact that life is full of storms. Storms of doubt. Storms of depression. Storms of heartbreak. There are times when you just need to chill and face the fact that you are in this. God is not going to get you out of it until you pass. You can cry, you can moan, you can weep. The storm is not going to let up until you come out of it. But let me front load this little sermon today by telling you that every storm will eventually run out of rain. Into each life, some storms will come, some rain will come, but the sun is going to shine after a while. You're in it. While you're in it, just put it in your mind, I'm in it and I have to face it. And they faced it by trying all they knew how to get out of it. Their backs were aching. Their clothes were soaked. Their arms were weary from rowing. The wind was contrary. It was boisterous. It was not just a rainstorm, it was a windstorm. The waves were about to turn their vessel over, and for that, they had to face it because it was in their face. And when it's in your face, denying it is not going to make it go away. Not claiming it is not going to make it go away. The storm was in their face. But not only was the storm in their face, the storm was in their faith. It's right here in the text. Jesus is not worried about the storm outside because the storm outside doesn't bother him. He created it, he controls it, and when he gets ready, he's going to calm it. But the storm is in their face, and secondly, it's in their faith. Because they said to him, Master, don't you care that we are about to perish? Now, that would be easy to understand if you didn't read the verses prior to that. They just watched Jesus feed the multitude. 2 fish, 5 loaves of bread. Jesus took it, fed 5,000 men, not counting women and children, and when they got through eating, there were 12 baskets left over. Now, if Jesus can provide like that, he can handle your storm. If Jesus handled your situation in 2025, he can handle it in 2026. If Jesus solved your dilemmas 10 years ago, that same Jesus has power to work it out for you right now. If Jesus kept you when you didn't have a job, Jesus will keep you right now. If Jesus kept you when you were down, he sure can keep you when you're up. Master, don't you care? Now, brothers and sisters, hear me. The storm did not wake Jesus. The wind didn't wake him. The waves didn't wake him. Their doubt woke him. When they said, Master, don't you care? Jesus said, wait a minute. My reputation is on the line. Wait a minute. My name is at stake. What do you mean, don't you care? Their faithlessness got Jesus' attention. Jesus was sleeping through a storm, a hurricane. Jesus was sound asleep. And the scripture says Jesus was sleeping and they woke him. That word woke him means they shook him. He was sleeping so hard they had to shake him. And when they said, Master, don't you care? Jesus got up. Didn't say a word. Stood on board that little vessel, waved his hand. And the King James, I like the way the King James writes it. The King James says, Jesus said, peace, comma, be still, period. Somebody gonna shout here in a minute. Peace, comma, be still, period. Peace, I'm talking to you. Be still, that's enough. And when Jesus said, be still, the wind ceased. The waves calmed. Because Jesus said, peace, comma, be still, period. And when Jesus said, peace, be still, that was the end of it. And Jesus can come in your storm today and say, peace, be still, and that will be the end of it. Your storm might still be raging, but it won't touch your faith. Your storm might still be alive, but it won't bother your testimony. The storm might still be making noise, but like Jesus, you can go to sleep. Because he that keepeth thee shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is my keeper. The Lord is the shade upon my right hand. The sun shall not smite me by day, nor the moon by night. For the Lord shall preserve my soul. He shall preserve my going out and my coming in. From this time forth and even forevermore. Jesus said, peace, be still. And there was a great calm. The storm was in their face, it was in their faith, and it was finally in their fears. For Jesus said, O ye of little faith, why did you doubt? You just watch me feed the multitude. You were there when I turned water into wine. You saw that woman about to bury her only son. And I put my hand on the casket and he came back to life. You were there when this demoniac couldn't even be kept with chains. And I healed him and he was clothed and in his right mind. You saw me do all of that. Why did you doubt? And I want to ask somebody in here today, God kept you all your life. And a little storm just blew up here tomorrow, and you talking about, Lord, I don't know how we going to make it. That crazy man in the White House, I don't know what black people going to do. Black people going to do what they always done. We going to trust in the Lord with all our hearts and lean not on our own understanding. And in all our ways, we going to acknowledge him. And he's able to keep our path straight. Why did you doubt? Why did you doubt? And the scripture says, when the wind ceased and the waves died down, the disciples looked at each other and said, what kind of man is this that even the wind and the sea obey him? What kind of man is this who can take a drug addict and make him a deacon? What kind of man is this who can take a liar and stand him up to preach the gospel? What kind of man is this who can pull a woman off the street and let her sing in the choir? What kind of man is this who can take a broken person and put them back together again? What kind of man is? I'll tell you what kind of man is this. He's God in the flesh. He's a rock in a weary land. He's a shelter in a time of storm. He's a way out of no way. He's a friend when you're friend. That's the kind of man he is.